Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we'll be talking about and ranking the 31 NHL away jerseys. And what kind of got me thinking about this topic was the fact that in the last few years, I'd say in the last 6 or 7 years, most of the Stanley Cup winners have actually won the Stanley Cup with their away jersey on, so not at home, which is kind of an interesting and coincidental fact that look, all these teams won the trophy away from home and they're back to back. So it's just interesting how it works. Sometimes it can happen away from home, maybe at home, the nerves are a little bit high. So anyways, let's get started with the ranking. At number 32, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets. And for me, I rank the logo pretty low just because I'm not really a fan of this whole theme. And like the colors just aren't really that great. And it's the same thing for the away jersey. I think that navy blue is like really dark. I don't like the piping along the arms. I just think that navy along the arm just doesn't really make sense. It's kind of a boring jersey too. It just has the logo. I mean, there's not much to it. It's just doesn't look good in my opinion. In the uniform, it looks a little bit better, but still last, still bottom. Next at 31, we have the Washington Capitals, and kind of for a similar reason, they have that weird thing along the arms. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm not really a fan of the piping along the shoulders as well. And yes, it's just a really boring jersey. The logo out front doesn't add to it at all. It's just a dud jersey. They gotta fix it. Um, Still doesn't look good on the ice either. Next at number 30, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have gone with a really, really simplistic design, and to me, it's just too simple. Um, the colors, they look good, they stand out on the ice, but it's just too much blue. Like the features of the jersey aren't really interesting. It's just circular bands along the arms and the waist. Nothing really interesting in this jersey. Um, Yeah, it's just too simple, unfortunately, and I do think they have to get a new design. At number 29, it's the Anaheim Ducks. And I actually do think this is a decent jersey. I'm not a fan of the underarm feature. The Calgary Flames were a team that removed it a few years ago, and I think the Ducks should do the same. Just keep it simple. The arms do look nice. I do like the arms, and I do like the shoulder yoke. The black shoulder yoke definitely separates the colors a little bit, which is nice. But overall, it's not the best, which is why it's so low. At number 28, we have the Florida Panthers. And this jersey is pretty decent on the ice. I mean, it looks all right. The red stripe along the chest does look good. I kind of like that feature, but for me, the white, there's just too much white. It's a little bit too boring of a jersey for me. The crest as well doesn't really add to it at all. Um, and the colors don't really match well together. I mean, the navy on this jersey is really dark. Uh, just overall, it's not one of the league's best jerseys for sure. Although on the ice, it does look all right. I'll give it that. And at number 27, we have the LA Kings. And while I don't really like the logo at all, it does slide a little bit higher on my ranking for the away jersey just because of the detailing of the jersey. I think it's actually nice. You have the reflective metallic material with the silver details, and then you have the piping going along the arms, which on a black and white jersey I think is good. It adds a little bit extra to the detail. Overall, I think it's a decent jersey for being not one of the league's best. It's kind of like one of the best of the worst, I'd say. But yeah, moving on, it's the Philadelphia Flyers at number 26. Now, they have There are rumors that they're gonna switch up the home and away jerseys for next year and onwards, and I do think it's kind of a an outdated design, but I do kind of like the uniqueness of it, how it's different from all the rest of the jerseys in the league. There's a lot of uniqueness to it. The orange is obviously a good color with the black. I mean, that's gonna be a good combination regardless, but to me, yeah, it's just a little bit too simplistic, too plain. I don't know. It just doesn't do much for me at 26. At 25, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins. So they kind of win this battle of Pennsylvania here, but not by much. And I'd say, there's just too much going on. There's too many stripes. Uh, I mean, why do they have to put so many stripes on this jersey? It kind of shocks me. Like, it's just a little bit too much going on. So that's why I don't really like it. It's just too colorful, too detailed. So overall, yeah, it's just not the best. Even the uniform doesn't really save it either. So this is not one I would just buy like on its own at all. So at number 24, we have the Dallas Stars. Now I do like the green color. It's definitely very unique. And in general, I think it's a decent jersey. I like the striping, but I don't like the collar. I think the collar makes it look a little bit awkward here. The logo does look nice though, right out in front. It's pretty big as well, so it's pretty good. And on the ice too, it does look good with the kind of black and white look. But yeah, at number 23, we have the Montreal Canadiens. So they've had this jersey, this very classic jersey for the club for a long time. Since it came out and started using it, they haven't stopped. This was their main home jersey for years and years. So it's always got a lot of history, and that's why they can't really change it. Which is a little bit unfortunate because it could use a little bit more detail, a little bit more pop to it. It's just a little bit too plain in my opinion. And on the ice, it doesn't look that great either. I just think like the blue pants don't really work. Kind of makes it look a little bit weird on the ice, in my opinion. But that's it. At number 2, we have the Winnipeg Jets. And while I don't really love the logo, I don't really love the colors of the logo. I do think the aviator blue in this jersey does look good. And it's a pretty good design too. You got the two stripes of aviator blue on the arms. And the difference with this and Columbus is that I think the arm detailing here that goes all the way down actually does work on this jersey. I think it looks really good on the ice, especially with the uniform. It's kind of one that I might buy on its own as well, so I think they did a really good job. At number 21, we have the San Jose Sharks, who just released this one and their new home jersey last summer, and I think it looks really good. They do have details on the arms in the white section, but you can't really see it in this photo, but there are like special details. I believe it's like waves or something, but I like the more tealish look. I like how they reduced the amount of orange. I think the orange is weird with this color scheme, but this away jersey is okay. It's nothing too special. It's just a good look, especially in uniform too. That looks good on James Reimer. Next at number 20, it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, a very iconic jersey that they have kind of perfected. Uh, I think it's a clean look. It's not too much. It's not too little. But I would say it's a bit lower just due to the lack of detailing of the jersey. It's kind of very basic and simple, which is good, but there are jerseys that are better. I just think it could use with a shoulder patch or like something else to it. But I do like that blue logo as well. At number 19, we have the Oilers. Now, while I do like their logo and the return to Royal here, uh, instead of their dark navy blue. I just think the away jersey isn't that great. The home jersey to me is definitely a better look for them. It has more color. It's just more interesting. The away jersey is just, it's too bland in my opinion. I don't know. There's something about it I don't really like compared to the other ones. But I'd still say it's a decent jersey. It looks decent on the ice. You know, McDavid always looks good, but with this jersey he looks pretty sharp too. At number 18, we have the Carolina Hurricanes, and this is more of a controversial one, just because of the word mark. A lot of fans, even fans not from Carolina, don't really like the word mark, the new word mark on the jersey, but I just think it works well. It looks sharp. I like the detailing with the hurricane flags on the waist. I think that looks really good. And especially the shoulder patch. I think the shoulder patch looks really good. Their alternate logo. I just think in general, they look good. They look sharp and it looks good on the ice too. Next, we have the Minnesota Wild. While their logo is really good, it was top of my logo ranking. You can watch that video. You can see it on my channel, but the away jersey could add a little bit more to it. I just think it's a little bit too plain. You have that weird blocky shoulder yoke. It's just, I don't know, in my opinion, there's something missing from it. They could add so much more to it. It just looks a little bit plain to me, so that's why it's a little bit lower on this list. But it does look a little bit better in actual uniform, so Ryan Hartman does model this one really well. At number 16, so we're at the halfway point now, it's the Nashville Predators. Well, I do like this logo. I generally I like the jersey too. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I just think it just works. There's not a lot that I would add. Maybe a few details here and there. I know it's a little bit of a boring kind of layout, but I just think it works. It's pretty simple. I like the numbering too. Looks good. On the ice as well, it looks pretty good. So, yeah. At number 15, we have the Boston Bruins. So they have kind of perfected this look with the gold, white, and black. I definitely like the gold detailing on the shoulder yoke. I think that looks really good. But yeah, I think there's not much to say about this one. It's a pretty good jersey. Good, nice logo out in front too. In general, yeah, it's one of those mid-pack jerseys. I feel like so good, good on the Bruins. At number 14, we have the New Jersey Devils, and I think this is just a really clean jersey. They got the nice logo that looks really big on this jersey. I really like the logo. And then you got I really like the arm detailing with the red and black stripes. I think it just looks really clean. And you see Jesper Bratt in it. Looks really good with the uniform as well. Just in general, really clean jersey right here. And the Flames do have a similar one with their return to their heritage, I guess, jerseys. But I just think the color adds a little bit more pop, which is why it's a little bit higher on the ranking. Yeah, their return with the away and the home jerseys to like a more original look does look good. It adds to the brand. Definitely looks great on the ice as well with Huberdeau. But yeah, it's just another good away jersey here at number 13. At number 12, we have the Colorado Avalanche, and yeah, I think the colors work really well together. We have the burgundy and the kind of light blue. To me, the colors just pop. And I like the template design here with like the mountain coming up from the chest. The overall design of the jersey makes it really colorful on the ice, which is something that I like. And the blue pants always it adds something to it. It looks really good. So I don't know if you could knock it too much. That's why it's really high on the list. But next at number 11, we have the Ottawa Senators. And this might be a surprising one because the Ottawa Senators did rank a little bit lower on the logos ranking, but I think they really nailed the away jersey especially. The colors just work really well together. It's super clean. I like that nice big chest sorry, waist stripe there with the red. Just overall, it's put together really nicely. The logo really stands out in this jersey, so I think it's just a really clean look, kind of like the Devils as well. It looks similar to that, but just a little bit better even than that. And next we have the Seattle Kraken. The Kraken did really well with their jerseys, and the away jersey again, it's a good one. Definitely, they could have done more teal or aquamarine, whatever that color is, minty green. Maybe made it a little bit more light and colorful. But either way, I think this is really good design. I like the shoulder patch especially, and like on the ice, definitely looks great with the whole team wearing it. But even on its own, I'd say it's one of the better ones in the league. And now at number 9, it's kind of surprising one, but it is the Vancouver Canucks, and something about it just speaks to me. And I think it's the colors. I like the striping a lot. Um, I think the striping really resonates with me. The green and blue work wonders together. They're really complementary, I feel like. And I do like the font as well. So, kind of a surprising one, but the Vancouver Canucks doing really well with their away. And I do like the shoulder patch as well. The old C stick logo looks really good on the shoulders. At number 8, we have the Buffalo Sabers. And of course, with their fantastic logo, you know, and color scheme, the brand, I feel like a lot of their stuff's going to be looking really good. And the away jersey is no exception. The striping is really good. The gold detailing is really nice. Just overall, really clean, classic look for the Sabres, especially on the ice with that uniform. Looks really sharp. And yeah, number 7, we have the New York Islanders. And this is kind of a really perfect jersey. It just looks so clean. The bottom half, excuse me, the bottom half of this jersey does allow it to shine. The colors, the blue, the orange, just looks really good together. I would definitely buy this on its own as well. Looks really, really sharp on the ice too. And now number 6, we got the Vegas Golden Knights, who released a really good, really clean away jersey with some very unique colors not seen anywhere in the National Hockey League. They have the charcoal and the gold. To me, this is an upgrade of the Pittsburgh Penguins template. You see you have like how the numbers are on the charcoal background. This is just like an addition, an upgrade to the Penguins one in my opinion. They did a great job. I love the detailing on the gold as well. Just in general, one of the better away designs in the league for having such different colors. I think they did a great job. At number 5, you have the Detroit Red Wings. And, there's not much to say about this one. It's really simple, but it's just really good. And it works. And it's been working for years and years and years. I mean, it just looks great. It looks so sharp on the ice, too. Um, it's hard to differentiate this from the home jersey. It's hard to say which one's actually better. I think they're both good. They look really good on their own and on the ice. Not much to say. Let's move on to number 4. We have the very unique design of the Arizona Coyotes with their Kachina. And to me, the away jersey looks just really good. That detailing on the front and back, of course, just looks really cool. It's something that no NHL team does. Like no NHL team has such cool interesting details to their jersey, and I just love how they're okay with like taking that risk and showing their colors. I think that's a great design. They used it in the past. They wanted to bring it back. It's obviously really good. They should never get rid of it. On the ice too, I would say it does lack a little bit just because it kind of clashes with their black pants and the colors just aren't perfect, but I would say the design is just so good that that stuff doesn't really matter as much. And at number 3, we have the St. Louis Blues, and this is kind of a personal favorite of mine. If I'd personally rank this video, uh, I'd put it like at the top, but kind of like uh, biases brought it down. For me, this is something I would definitely buy. Just the colors, they work so well together, and even though it's kind of a darker theme with that dark navy blue, it actually does the jersey a lot of favors. Like it adds an extra element to it that no other jersey has, and I applaud them for it. I think they did a really good design. It was a really good effort. Just everything about it's just really nice. It's not a very flattering picture here of Robert Thomas, but you could tell it just looks really sharp in the eyes too. So great job by the designers here at St. Louis. And at number 2, it's the New York Rangers, probably the one of the most recognizable jerseys out there. It's their away jersey, and just everything about this is great. The color matching, I'd say the collar is just a little bit off here, but the color matching, the striping, the detailing on the numbers, like the font, all that stuff, the word mark. It's just great. The colors just work really well together. And then in uniform on the ice as well. I mean, it just comes together. It's the put together look of the NHL, in my opinion. You know, it's very hard to top this one, but one jersey has, and I'll reveal it right now. It is the Chicago Blackhawks away jersey at number 1. So this might be expected, but possibly unexpected. I know there's a lot of rankings out there that rank this a little bit lower, just because the colors aren't the most vibrant, but to me, it's not even about the colors, it's about the logo. And I think this jersey really brings the logo to to the spotlight really well. It just puts it on center stage right there. It's very big. Um, but yeah, just in general, the striping is great. The the black, white, and red, they work really well together, and it all fits together in a great Blackhawks jersey. And on the ice, especially, it just shines like no other jersey does, in my opinion. It just has that kind of ability to look so iconic on the ice and even like off the ice. It looks great. So that's my number 1, the Chicago Blackhawks. Take this one. Please be sure to like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content on my channel. I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great day.